in a black neighborhood.
My name is Kevin Powell, writer, civil and human rights activist based in Brooklyn, New York City. Not only do we need to talk about over-policing.
You're over-policing the black community.
I need to talk about the fact that many police officers in New York City, around the country, are not properly trained to police communities.
The Negro ran out of the alley. His nerves were jittery.
The police are not here to protect and defend the people. The police are here to protect and defend the interests of the people that rule the people. Defund the police now.
You're over-policing the black community.
The Negro must have been dangerous. He ran.
You gotta understand, policing is a business. Prison is a business.
Give you blood. 3 months, man. How old are you, boy?
Black fear is a business.
Let me get over here, sir. No, you're gonna stay right there for me.
Any politician that is not for defunding the police is a politician that's against black lives.
What's going on? You fixing to ride the lightning, son?
Why am I being? You cannot have a bunch of clowns running around.
You're on the ground now! You fixing to ride the lightning, son?
Go. Be with your family.
Honestly, afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be.
Why?
They over-police in the black neighborhood. They over-police in the black neighborhood.
A literal black male cop, a black person who was a cop, male. My girl went to get a pizza. He woke me up. I was like, what happened? He's like, you can't park here. I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. My girl just went to get a pizza. He's like, I said you can't park here. I was like, man, my girl just went to get a pizza. He's like, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket. I was like, brother, I'm waiting for her to come back. She gonna drive. You do what you gotta do. He's like, oh man, I don't wanna have to do this, but I'm gonna give you a ticket. And he gave me a ticket. And you know what? I paid that. Guns have been pulled on me in my life. 4 of them was police officers. What I make of it is there's over-police in the black neighborhood. They over-police in the black neighborhood. They over-police in the black neighborhood. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it gotta be either a situation where the cops are helping you, like, hey man.
They over-police in the black neighborhood.
What's going on? You fixing to ride the lightning, son?
They're over-policing the black neighborhood.
Black in America, got a black in America, sold crack in America, do our Captain America, cut, copy, paste, hate so it lasts in America, yet black folks find a way to have a blast in America, meek shall inherit the earth, black woman you gon' get protection from birth, gotta go to work, entrepreneurial blood, but I'll sell you Coca-Cola, 1,000 worth of tickets, one stop on a Rebel scooter.
So boom, all right, this is it's a Rebel scooter. I'm no longer allowed to ride this or drive in any car because of this and the police. The morning of, I was riding a young lady that I had spent the night with home. I'm here. I stopped here. They pop up. They say, yo, don't run on the bike. They hopped out the car. They was like, what are you doing? I was like, dog, I'm like, this is an e-bike. So the one guy got his hand on his gun. They were like, why were you trying to run away from us? I was like, run away? I'm on an e-bike, man. What are you talking about? I'm on an e-scooter. Where the f am I gonna run to? You know what I mean? So I just stopped. I looked back. I didn't know they were behind me. So the bloop is the first time I heard them.
I ain't Buddhist, but I'm at Zen. Rhyme over trap beats, only trap with my pen. Revolutionary rap sheet added again. Took so many losses, how I mastered the win. Call me Ang with the trees, how I mastered the wind. Call me Ang with the lead, how I'm directing the gym. Black Calipari, how I'm coaching the gym. Just Flamelite, yeah, how I noticed the flim. They handcuff us. Cages, we read between the pages. I drop it, be amazing. They got their knees on our neck, literally. We gon' get our payback, and I ain't talking spiritually. They over-police in the black neighborhood. They over-police in the black neighborhood. They over-police in the black.
Latinos were getting tickets for not wearing masks.
All I could do is tell my story, and
Please do.
And then
They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't know us and no they do not want to. Keep hoping through these beats, the lyrics and black vocals and trauma beget trauma. No wonder we go postal, we cover it with a smile. Report the pain and go. Stop. My hands showing, mistake your wallet for straps. They blow out your back, turn up your camera, distort the facts. I can't relax. In the world that don't want me, hear George crying out in my dreams. This shit haunted. Where I wrote this on the train while I was thinking about my homies. The game is the game, and I pray I make it home. Cause another brother died today. Hail Mary, heard another mother cry today. That shit scary. I pray the skies barely hear Bo Peep. Where they hurt us like sheep, butcher bodies like me for the slaughter. It's 444 like the Carter. Actually it's 512, but trade wars go harder. Will I live good to be a story on the news? If we all won, then this be a family feud. Another blue blood that causes some black blues. Heard a knock at the door cause I'm telling the black truth.
They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black
neighborhood, man. It shows me that no matter what state of mind I'm in, if I'm pleasant, if I'm like, in this case right here, when they were yelling at me, I was like, hey guys, why y'all yelling? Why y'all so aggressive? They gotta have a body cam of it.
Rookie officer Thomas Lane pulls his gun.
Don't shoot me, man.
They gotta have a body cam. I'm like, why you gonna patrol in this neighborhood if you're gonna act like this to people? How was I dressed? Do it look like I, you know what I mean?
They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood.
I'ma keep it real and go all the way. We are still slaves, even the holidays. We can see a meal if we combine the money spent. We grind to get on getting lit. Not another song, but a poem. Rewind it back, unlike life, and it's trifling. Our sons grow to be men with nothing in the bank, but hundreds use on consoles, that's mind control. Why the wealthy invest? We stuck on who's stunting the best. Then we envy the brother, while Judas is plotting on you at your last supper. I say that to say this, why kill each other when we been getting killed by racists? Systematic attacks put in places for ages. They draw guns or put us in pens to erase us. It's gonna take more than sad emoji faces to fight back. Send a Nazi right back. Remember Nat Turner? Like that. I'm tired of seeing my brother in the hearse. Yeah, you stole the land, but we was here first.
They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood.
They're over police in the black neighborhood. They need to spread more love. Paper, yeah. I'm the only young black person even running in the race.
They need people that are gonna fight for them.
Paper boy, 2021, everybody. But then when they talk about the police in the community, they'll talk to all of these other people first. Like, oh yeah, what do you think? I'm like, wait, hold up. These are the people that are actually having these problems day to day. Paper, yeah. It's our time.
They over police in the black neighborhood. 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 They over police in the black neighborhood.
They over police in the black neighborhood.
They over police in the black neighborhood. They over police in the black neighborhood.
I really didn't get this type of energy until I really got my hair in locks. I like to speak to the police. I know a lot of police officers. I got a lot of police friends. So when I see them, I like to have this respect for them. But then when they see me, I'm not getting that same respect. They look at me. They first look at my hair, and I'm like, shoot, should I change my hairstyle because I'm not, so I don't get arrested or won't get.
What's going on? You fixing to ride the lightning, son?
They over police in the black
I got friends who's cops. So I can't believe that every person with a blue suit on is out to kill me.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm aware I don't need self-care. I'm aware. I'm aware I need self-care.
Yeah. Live premiere
Want to become damn, I thought that was I thought that was an actual comment. It was like, want to become famous? I was like, yes, oh no. Hello, bye followers. We out here. That was an actual world premiere of the new docu-movio. They over police. Hashtag OVR. Hashtag they over police. I'm gonna put that right there in the comments. Hashtag OVR. Tell me what you think. Put a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you liked it, if you hated it. Tell me why you liked it, if you hated it. If you do hashtag over police, it's the OVR is capital. We're out here. We're out here right now. We're out here right now. This is the podcast. The podcast. The podcast. We are on the podcast. It's a special episode today. My co-host is there somewhere. I'm not quite sure where she is right now. But we got some dope topics coming up. We as this she goes right there. Y'all give it up for Radical Black Joy, aka Lenny Crave Hits. Yeah. Before we go into the topics today, I want to play a special episode. I'm gonna play this episode in advance. We got a new series called Roach Clips. And as you know, we've been throwing smokes and jokes. That sounded French for a second. We've been throwing smokes and jokes throughout all of America in different places. And this right here is one of the exclusive shows that we're doing with the content called Roach Clips. Roach Clips, basically short clips of stand-up comedy. Some of our favorite stand-up comedy and music moments over the past couple of years of doing this show. So we're going into our next one. We're going to show episode 4 of Roach Clips, starring Josh Johnson. Y'all getting an exclusive preview.
You are now watching Smokes and Jokes.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like a chill person. I used to be like a laid back, that never bothered me, that never got to me. Everything roll off my shoulder. And it turns out I just like wasn't paying rent yet. You know what I mean? Like I was 17, I should have been chill, you know? Like, now I'm in the real world and I'm very upset. I did not know the frequency and the volume of men in this world taking pictures of their penis and just sending it to women. I had no idea it's happening every hour of every day, everywhere. It's happening behind you all the time. No matter where you are, you could be at home and it's happening behind you somewhere. It's wild. And like the women didn't ask for the picture and they can't unsee the picture, you know? And like, I found out because it hit home. Because a lot of ladies that I know, they do a thing as well where they'll go out and they'll meet a guy, maybe they're with their friends, maybe they're by themselves, and they don't really like the guy. Like, you know, you're not really vibing or anything. And then at the end of the night, he asks you for your number. And you give him your number, but you give him one number off. Just one number wrong. Maybe it's the first number, maybe it's the last number, it's just not your number. You know? I know that. Because I've been that number. For a period of 6 months, some woman out in the world was just giving random men my number. And for a period of 6 months, I was waking up to penises in my phone. I was doing what we all do, you know? I was waking up. I was thanking the Lord for a new day. Rolling over. Grabbing my phone. See what's going on in the world. See who's thinking about me. And there would just be penises all over my phone. And the worst part was that it was just the penis. It wasn't even like, hey, what's up, I'm Mark from last night. Then penis. It was just straight to penis. Like, not even trying to see how my day is going, you know? It was terrible. It was terrible. I finally understood, kind of. I didn't even get the worst of it. This is just 6 months, you know? But I think I got to stop. And this is even a tip if you want to use it. But if you want men to stop sending you unsolicited pictures of their penis, then you just need to do what I did, which is send a picture of a penis back. They will not be ready, you know what I mean? They will have no idea what to do. No one is less prepared to receive a picture of a penis than a man that just sent a picture of a penis to what he thought was a woman. You know what I mean? Like, there's no... I've been thinking about politics a lot because, you know, you read it, you see it, all the news, everything. And I do feel like if you want to sum up politics in a sentence, all politics is thinking you know what's best for other people. That's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people think that people that are diametrically opposed to them hate them. They probably don't hate you, they just truly don't understand you. And they think they're doing what's best for you, and because they don't know you, you know? Like, I'll give you an example. I was on West 4th, and I saw this lady, this homeless woman that was in a wheelchair, and she had no legs. And she was like rummaging in some like garbage and stuff, and in my head I was like, this is unacceptable. Like, I need to get this woman something to eat, you know what I mean? And I don't like giving homeless people just like the food, like my to-go plate, you know what I mean? Because it's like, here, have what didn't make it in my mouth. Like, that feels super disrespectful. So I want to get her a new sandwich. So I got her a new sandwich, walked up to her, and I was like, hey ma'am, here's a sandwich if you want it, if you're you know, hungry or anything. And then she pushed the trash away. She had something in her hands, and she got herself to sit up in her wheelchair, and she looked at me and had the sweetest face, and she said to me, oh, sweetie, I'm trying to smoke crack.
Classic, yo. Classic. I can't believe it's not butter. It's moving along. It's moving along.
That's right, episode 32.
Yeah, episode 32.
Yeah, 32, man.
I
Gotta
feel
fix that later.
Yeah, our episode, is it do you have 31 on there?
Yeah. Did you just not count it because I hosted last week? Is that what it is?
No. I didn't know. I don't know what number we're on now. You know, I'm starting to get to that point in life, in our podcast, in life. Like, we get, like, it's not the special birthday.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, 32 is like, you know, I can't tell you what I did for my 32nd birthday.
The only thing I could tell you is that I got drunk. Like, I can't tell you shit else after that. There was weed, there was alcohol, lots of whiskey. I had a good time. Obviously, we still here.
I'm not even sure I did any of that. Some birthdays I do sober June, and then, like, you know, the last day I'm supposed to go like all wretched and rocky, but usually, like, I'll have to work because, you know, June is a hot summer month. I do a lot of production work or like BA work, so, you know, that's where all the money's at in June. So I got to work a lot of times on my birthday. I think on my 32nd birthday, I actually argued at that French restaurant on 125th Street. You know the French restaurant I'm talking about? It's right below Gin Fizz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Either that was either 32 or 33. 32 was, if that wasn't 32, then 32 was going to see Fela.
Oh.
So, you know, either way, it was very eventful. You know, either birthday was very eventful for sure.
Right.
Yeah, man. How was your week, yo? You good?
Yo, my week's been good. You know, I got my cat is settling in, my little kitten Tika.
I saw you got a cat, yo. I had to look back at the episode. It was crazy. Like, on the road, you held it down, yo. You really, like, you know what I mean? I'm really trying to.
Thank you.
I told you, man. You got to do your own. You got to do your own, like, cooking show. I want to see that cooking show. We want to produce.
It's kind of a cooking show tonight because you actually caught me making fresh batches of edibles tonight.
Oh, were you making any food? Because, you know what I mean. Finances is crazy right now. What's good?
Yeah, I'm making barbecue chicken right now.
Word? I'm about to slide over there and eat your food.
Slide over. There's enough chicken because I don't know what it is about chicken, but chicken and weed always bring the niggas around. Everybody want to knock on my door. Everybody knock on my door and be like, hey, How you doing? Could you smell the chicken down the block? Like, what is it? You know, so yeah, the
my big old nostrils have smelled some chickens cooking.
Just a nice little, barbecue chicken, some rice, and
okay, that's what I asked. What you got on the side?
Cauliflower in there. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to keep it healthy. I'm trying to get my hot girl body back.
Yeah, I hear everybody talking that healthy shit. I'm trying to get fat right now. Like I'm tired of abs. I'm tired of being sexy. Abs and sexiness is hard to maintain. Like it is
hard. It is hard, but you know what's
looking at me for physical regimens.
Back when you lose it, like I'm looking at myself from that. Like last year, I bought new clothes last year because I was so skinny.
Yeah.
I didn't fit anything. I didn't have any summer clothes that fit, so I bought new clothes. I went thrifting and whatnot. Yeah. You know, I got given a lot of free shit. Shout out to Buy Nothing Brooklyn.
Buy Nothing Brooklyn on. That's my black business of. I don't know if it's black or not, but on Facebook,
I feel like it was made for us.
Yeah, but definitely. Although I'm banned from Facebook right now, so I can't do it. I said something about Martin Luther King. Like my boy posted about Martin Luther King and how people be like, "Yo, Martin Luther King should chill out." And then I made a joke, and then they banned me. And I was like, Facebook, you got to be able to read. Like, you know what I mean? We need some comedian.
They over policing on Facebook too.
They over policing on Facebook,
bro. My friend, I got banned I almost got banned. I didn't get banned from Facebook, but I've had a number of my posts banned on Facebook and Instagram.
They took down a post on Instagram.
Specifically, this one, it's a meme that I found that I thought was genius, right? It's this girl standing in front. She's standing behind a nude portrait, right? So she has clothes on. She's holding a painting in front of her. And you see that, like her shirt sleeves are coming out. She's not naked. It's a painting.
You can tell.
And the caption of the meme is, when he asked you to send a nude, like that's what you said. I was like, word. I thought it was funny. Yo, that shit has been banned. That shit has been taken down every time I post it. Yeah.
I'm scared of the censorship, to be honest with you. Like it's like everything is going to be like it starts to become a redacted history,
right?
And even matter of fact, a redacted present,
right?
So where we can't communicate with each other freely how we want to in these places, but also it's like it becomes.
It's like you got free speech everywhere except the internet.
Yeah, is Instagram work? Is Twitter work now? Do I have to consider it like my job because people do get fired from it? So do I only communicate it through? In a way that won't get me quote unquote fired or banned or cancel culture. Do you know what I mean?
And the fact that you can curate your own stream, right? You can curate what you see and what you don't see. Who's in your friend circle? Who's not? Who's posts you see and don't see? Like, who the fuck am I offending? Because my friends get my humor and they know. You know what I mean? So who's not really offending? Some random ass white dude who rolls up on my fucking profile that I don't want a friend because I don't know that nigga. Like, you know what I'm
saying? You're offending Mark Zuckerberg's robots. Mark Zuckerberg's robots do not like your blackery, and he's gonna make sure that anytime you keep your double entendre blackery talk to anything more than 2 words, he's gonna cut you off.
If you ain't saying niggas, you can't say it.
Word up. I just want to let everyone know I have Smokes and Jokes hats. Right here, we have the Smokes and Jokes hats. Ooh, look at that sweat. I don't have any more green right now. You got to pay extra for green because I'm going to have to travel and go get green. And what I like to do is keep things like controllable. So I don't have 1,000 hats to sell out. I got 13 hats right now. 13 hats, all going for the low price of $27.95. $27.95 right now, plus shipping and handling, because you know what I mean.
Did you say $27.95?
You know what I mean, plus shipping and handling because price points, but whatever. Unless you come and get it. Also, this leads me into the other hats that we have as usual. We have the Harlem River Yacht Club hats. I don't know if you can see that right there. Gold is hard to see in the light, but because I'll be shining.
You know, I can't find my Harlem River Yacht Club hat. I'm pretty sure one of my old roommates might have stole it.
Right now, like to make it exclusive, we make sure that any brand that comes across my name, I don't want a lot of them. I want it limited, and I want cool and dope people wearing it. You know what I mean? That's more important to me than having everybody rocking the apparel. You feel me?
True. Exclusivity. I like that.
Exclusivity is the key, Radical Black Joy.
Right. Like I said, just like my comedy, it ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. And it's all right.
Yo,
like everyone's
everything
waiting
can't
for
be
the
for everybody.
world to like get on that wave of like, yo, it's okay that everything ain't for everybody. Like it's fine. It's fine.
That I've been saying I've been above the curve for a minute, but like I've always been on like not everybody likes Beyonce, so there's no way everyone can like me. You know what I mean? So you have to find your 1 million customers who want to give you $1. And once you find your 1 million customers who want to give you $1, they will ask you, "What are you smoking, Joy?"
Hey, today I believe.
Let me see that, Joy. Let me see that, because
that's not professional shit.
Come on, we're gonna have to do a joint rolling class out
Are
here.
you kidding me?
Look at
that
this.
Shit is perfectly straight and well balanced. Like there's no
Miss, look at the like. I can throw this joint against the wall and it'd be all right. Look at this.
I wouldn't want to smoke anything that's that harsh.
This is a baton right here. This is like.
That sounds like.
If I got in a fight, I could hit somebody over the head with this and they die. They'd be like, "Oh my god, he got hit with a perfectly rolled joint."
I don't want to smoke weed. That's gonna make me die. I don't want to.
You won't die unless it hits. Like if it falls off your hand and then hits your leg, it'll break your leg because it's a well rolled joint. What are you smoking today, Joy?
Today I'm smoking some Wedding Crasher.
I got something called apple fritters. I haven't been smoking the Joy Delf as much lately. I'm not gonna lie. The Joy Delf, although I love the Joy Delf, I'm just on the move so much, and smoking a pipe on the move is inconvenient.
It's not. Nah.
Also, what I think I need is a pipe case container so that I don't smell like pipe. It's not like just weed pipe in my pocket in a smooth bag. I got basically like a silk headscarf for my pipe. You know?
Get you a Crown Royal bag.
Yeah, but the Crown Royal bag, that's still good, but it's still going to the waft. I don't want to waft and whiff all over the place. I like people to be able to like, they have to guess. Like, is he tired or is he high? You know what I mean? I don't want people to actually know whether or not, because most likely I am high, but you gotta guess. You gotta guess. Really?
I'm sorry, that's just my oven. I had to change the temperature so I don't burn the chicken.
Oh, I was about to say, you microwaving that chicken over there?
Yeah, I would never do such blasphemous things.
What kind of chef boy y'all eat? But I'm still.
I don't microwave shit. Even microwavable food, I put in the oven.
Now that's funny right there.
I'm that old school. Like I'm that old. You know what I'm saying? I remember like the first microwave my family had. We got it like when I was really, really young, but it was just like the size of a TV set. And I would push it in there, and my mother would always be like, my grandparents too, they'd be like, don't stand in front of it. You're gonna get radiation and you'll never have babies. And I was like, I don't see a problem with that at all.
And then also you proved them wrong not too far after that.
Right, exactly. And then they've been gone for a while before I had kids. But
oh word, oh crazy. Sorry to hear that. That's like nut busters when I grew up. They were like, oh, you can't drink those 50-cent nut busters.
Right?
I used to guzzle those things. I love
right now. Everybody looking for some tropical fantasies.
Babies
being born.
Yeah.
Yo, is it just me or is everybody having a fucking baby?
Mm-hmm. I wanted a baby, man. I was trying to have a baby, man. It just didn't work out, man. I just didn't work out.
You just wasn't enough space underneath your abs to carry it.
Basically, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, where can I put can I carry a baby in my nut sack? No, I have a real fraternal, is that what it's called right now? Fraternal? Because maternal, I have a real fraternal feeling embedded in my soul right now. And it's nothing I can do about that. Like societally and consciously, I know I'm like, I ain't got the money to buy no goddamn kid.
Nah, you ain't got no money for goddamn kid.
Yeah, I'm supposed to buy a baby. Can I buy a vowel first? Goddamn it! That's
why I just be like, yo, just like get it. That's why I got a kitten. Let me tell you, I was not really thinking about. I have considered having more children. I was in a couple of relationships that did, you know, over the last 5 years that brought me to the place where I was like, you know what, this might not be such a bad deal. Like I would find it. But then this pandemic passed, and life with my teenage son just reminds me, like, I don't have the patience to have a baby right now. Like that, between him and this kitten, I'm already like fucking.
Yo, so the kitten is giving you because the thing about cats is I love their independence, but unless they shitting outside, I'm not about to change their cat litter. Like if a cat can change his own litter, I'm gonna be mad.
He's chilling right now, watching me from behind the laptop, trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life over here.
That's cool. That's cool that the cat just sits there and like.
Yeah, he's a real chill. He's a real chill guy.
You're his mom, basically. Like all he knows is you.
I'm like his mom, and the fun thing that I loved is that I was trying to show him how to use a litter box, right? Because I fed him. You know, I had to hold his bowl so he know what his food smells like and where to find it. And I always put him right in front of the bowl. But then I would take him after he eats and I would put him in a litter box and make him swipe his paws for him. So he understood that, like, this is where you do this, right? Because usually cats go into these litter boxes by watching other cats. So since I only got one, but I just left him in that room and I closed the door. And left him in there all night. And when I came out the next morning, I discovered he figured it out by himself. And so he's not shitting anywhere else in the house, but in his litter box.
Damn, that's smooth,
cat
yo.
litter.
Yo, cats is smart, man. Cats are smart and evil. And I don't trust cats for their smart and evilness. Like, they learn too quickly. They're like, what animal just learns that
quickly? Too damn smart.
Yeah, you're too smart to not be able to talk. Like, if you were that smart and then you can talk to me, like, at least chimps, they're mad smart. They'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? They're giving me something. They're letting me know something. But a cat will be angry as fuck as you, and they got the same face when they happy.
Cats talk to you. You just don't want to hear it because it sounds all fucked up. It sounds like broken records and shit. Like,
okay, I guess when a cat's sick, the cat doing like a weird ass meow.
Yeah, he's cool. He cries a little. He still cries a little at night. So we're just like in that stage of learning how to self-soothe. Like, nah, I can't be waking up with you on my neck all the time. Like, this is not gonna work for us.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. He wakes. That's like that.
When he sleeps, he either sleeps like right under my back, or he'll like climb on top of me and lay like right within here somewhere while I'm asleep and just chill like the whole time.
I wonder if he has like his existential crisis early on. Like, he's like waking up, realizing he's a cat, and like that's why he's whimpering. He's like, oh shit, I'm a cat this time.
Like, how this happen?
Huh? Yeah. Like, how did
man, why?
What? How? Why? And like where am I? Like, does he know he's in fucking Brooklyn? Where was the last place? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I got him from, funny story, right? So I saw an ad on Craigslist for a kitten. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I want the kitten. I sent an email. The next day, I'm like running errands in the city. And I get an email back. Are you still interested in the kitten? Please call me. So I call, and it's this little girl, a little Hasidic Jewish girl, who's like, whoa. I rescued. This is the second cat I've rescued. And I want to, I have to give him away because I can't keep him for the Shabbat. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I still want the kitten. What's up? And she's like, I haven't taken him to a vet yet, but he's healthy, And I'm like, cool. So I go get this damn kitten, right? And I'm running because she's like, you got to be there by 7. At 7 o'clock, they can't touch nothing. They can't go nowhere. Like, I don't know all the details. Yeah. I don't know all the details of Shabbat.
It's the Shabbat. Like it's the Shabbat. At the very least, you know that once it starts getting dark, money transactions can't happen. So
everything there's no transactions, no electronics, right? So,
but I'd have been like, yo, just leave the cat there then.
I get off the train at like 6:50. I let her know I'm walking over. She's like, cool. So I'm standing on the corner waiting. And I noticed there's girls down the block, like they look like grown women from afar, right? You know, just all out there looking all old and shit in these dresses that go down to the floor and shit.
Frocks,
and
if you will.
They had
Frocks.
me standing there for 15 minutes while they watched me from across the street
Oh,
to
no,
see what kind of person I was.
Oh, damn, that's cool. But did they break? I guess they broke their Shabbat, or it wasn't dark yet?
No, it was like all in the last minutes of it, like where like it was like this like 6:58. Time just moved so slow, and so they came. And the first girl comes and she's talking to me. She's asking to see pictures of my family, pictures of my house. Where's the cat gonna be? And I was like,
what?
And I'm just scrolling through my phone. I can't show none of the shit on my phone because I'm a grown ass woman. There's some things you should see.
Like, little bitch, are you gonna know?
So she's satisfied. Like, I find some pictures of my kids. She's satisfied by that. And then
that's beautiful though. I actually love that. I'm talking shit, but I love that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
She turns around and then waves her friend over, who then brings the cat to me. I was like, yo, it was some real cloak and dagger shit. But
they had a cat cartel going on.
And then I just walked home with him, and that's how I got my cat. I love when the Jews work for me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful for sure. I got my boy is hitting me up right now. He's dangling a dog in my face. He's dangling a puppy. He's dangling
what kind of puppy?
Don't get me to lying. Don't get
me to lie.
You know what I mean? I will tell a fib if I think it's the truth.
Oh yeah, man! Look at that, macho man. Oh yeah.
I couldn't tell, but
that's that good chicken right there, bro.
Let me see it again.
Again?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. This sliding in the pan.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a Sheltie mix. You ever heard of a Sheltie?
Yeah, they shed a lot.
Do they? Nah, they got one that's a little shedding little thing.
Like a short hair Sheltie?
Yeah, this one look like a pit, like almost like a pit bull. Like, hold on, let me see if I can show you this right here.
Maybe it's mixed with like a boxer or something.
You can see that?
Or some other type of like.
I don't want to show my man number and shit like that.
He's cute.
It's a pretty dog. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo,
I can see you with that too.
Yeah, I can get it.
See that as like you're as little Henny just walking.
Yeah, you feel me? Like still masculine enough to be a dog, but like small enough where he don't eat up all my money.
Right.
You feel me? But I still got a little responsibility where you know what I mean, got to be sort of focused and stuff like that. Because I think that's what we yearn for as we get older. We yearn to see things grow. Maybe I'm wrong, but I love the fact that I even that's ingrained in me that I want more children. It's not like, I don't know if I would be happy if I didn't have more children. You feel me? I would want to figure out the finances of it because it means that much to me. Yeah.
And you know what? That is applaudable too, and necessary. I don't think a lot of people think about the long-term finances of children.
Oh my God.
And
oh my God.
Just they don't think about like how I used to hate that every time I was pregnant, people just bought my kids clothes. And like, we stopped buying my kids clothes or buy the clothes big enough for them to grow into. You don't buy him to fit now. He's never gonna wear it because I'm not taking him outside. Like even before the pandemic, I wasn't taking my baby outside because like, come on, work with me, guys.
Like, even pre-pandemic, your kid's a teen. That's pre-pandemic.
Yeah, but I grew up in the 9/11 days. You know what I mean? Like there was another type of fear about going outside then.
Yeah, there's been definitely a lot of fear mongering throughout our historical past, and that's what I think. That's what's sort of hard about the collective consciousness. And as you get information, especially with the news, what I remember is that I didn't have the news playing a lot while driving during COVID. So I wasn't constantly updated with the virus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was in a little container moving throughout the country, listening to fucking whatever I was listening to or watching movies. That now, and I don't know who else drives for a far long go, but if you watch a movie while driving and not intently watching, like, but glancing and listening, yeah, man, that gets you a lot farther sometimes than just listening to music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And I can't watch music videos. That's ridiculous. There's too much, especially
Black
music
watch music videos.
Yeah, it's Black music videos especially. It's too much They over butt cheeking in the black videos.
Too much twerking in the videos.
Yo, I know it
that
sounds. I know it sounds weird from a dude who's like mad. Like I'm a sexual being, but like I notice like over time, like I'm bored now. There's nothing exciting about it.
Even, you know what? It's not. I find that at this age, it's not even that I'm bored.
Yeah.
It's that I'm over it. Like I require more than your dick.
Yeah.
Like I require more than good sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just want more. I get excited by other things. I'm passionate about other things. You know, I get turned on by other things. And I want somebody that like can access those other parts of me too. Like my whole body, my whole life I've been a body. You know what I mean? We're women are part of our work is always breaking free of like seeing ourselves as an object and letting us be treated in that manner, you know. And to some extent, like as you grow up, you just develop other things that you want, like, or other things that you like. You realize that like you don't have to have sex all the time. Like there are other things that are
I haven't realized that yet because my name is The Rock, but but I understand what you're talking about. These jabronis out here, they definitely need to lower their, but I feel what you're talking about. But yeah, musically, for me, I want to see hip hop attacked in a different way. So like, I got the track the first rapper to die from old age, and it's just like that hasn't happened yet. Hip hop is such a young art form. The only people who've been hip hop artists have died from like sick, like early. Nobody has died from old age yet. So
I have a theory too about this.
What's that theory?
I think they're trying to kill hip hop the way they killed, like the way that disco died. Like they're trying to kill hip hop because hip hop is a thing that sprung a culture that like brings the whole world together at times. You know, it's a whole art. Like the music and the art of hip hop is based in resistance. You know what I mean, and not in like fairy tales or some unrealistic view of love or some like romanticism or even like in the fucking usury of like Twerkaholics Anonymous, you know what I'm saying? Like, but everything's used, like people twerking at everything. I don't know. I don't have no answers, man. I
got the answers, Sway.
I got no answers. I just got edibles.
I got the answers, Sway. Now we're gonna put out new artists this year, man. I'm gonna find some hip hop artists to put out. You don't watch basketball, right?
Not as much as I used to.
Oh man, the Knicks is.
I hear they're in the playoffs.
They've clinched the play. I gotta get one of these episodes. I'm just gonna get someone who really likes basketball.
We should get Attica on here. He loves the Knicks.
Does Attica love the Knicks?
I believe you.
I don't necessarily need him to love the Knicks. I just need
what? If we could get Jesus and Mero on here, they love the Knicks.
Yo,
Girl's a big ass Knicks fan.
Yo, we got Roy Wood Jr. I feel like we can get De Jesus. What's his name? De Jesus. We got to get his name right first before we approach him.
Jesus and Mero. That's it. It's Jesus and Mero.
Yeah, we got to get him. We got to get De Jesus and Mero. But my man, we definitely got to get Jesus. We got to get Jesus and Mero because they love
some respect on it.
Yeah, if they love the Knicks
so much,
like I love the Knicks, and to see them now in the playoffs,
I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. Honestly,
what? No. Clinching the playoffs, and Julius Randle. I don't think he has a nickname yet. We got to get him a nickname out there. Julius Randle. No, that's how you feel about that, Julius. Would you call if you heard that as a dude's nickname? Would you be like, yo, that's a cool nickname, son? Left handle. He's left-handed. Left handle Randle, and his last name is Randle. So left handle Randle. No, okay. You don't seem like you're on board with this.
Problematic. Nah, I feel like that's too problematic.
How
Like,
is that problematic? Like,
because it's like somebody's trying to like, it's like when Giuliani tries to speak Spanish. You know what I mean?
yeah. You like, oh, hold on now, Giuliani.
It's like, nah, bro.
No, here, Giuliani.
Speaking of Showtime things, though, I am just introduced to the show called Z-Way.
Z-Way, yeah.
That shit is kind of dope. It's like part satire, but part like narratives, kind of sketch comedy as well, where she like makes commercials in between interviewing people that are kind of that are serious about serious topics. She's doing it in such a direct and abrasive way where like
so it's like Ali G.
Yeah, very Ali G, but black girl.
But blacker.
Yeah, with black girl magic.
With black girl magic. I'm not mad at that. Is it more funny than informative or more like, because Showtime, I don't really think of Showtime and like, I know they got a comedy series coming out that I even auditioned for called Flatbush Misdemeanors. But I did not.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I auditioned for a big part on there. I did not get it. I'm not sure who got the role, but none of the people that I know who did get booked didn't get that role. So yes, it was nobody I know. But yeah, I think I want to watch Z-Way, and I do have Showtime, but I haven't really known Showtime for like intense, hilarious comedy. Even though Shameless is a good show,
it is.
Yeah, I just don't find it. It's not like hilarious. It's funny. It's very funny, but is it hilarious? You know what I mean? Like Martin was hilarious. Martin was hilarious. I was laughing at I was laughing more than not, or he was trying to make me laugh more than prove the point of like the plot being.
I don't think serious. It's like I like Shameless. I am a fan. I won't say I find it hilarious. I just more watch it because it's like relatable.
Yeah.
But I think the characters, I love the characters. I think they are hilarious. And the way that the actors play together is amazing. And that's what makes it a great show for me.
Yeah. It's the last season, right?
I believe so. I don't know for sure.
Yo, we should make a black Shameless called Shameful.
Shameful?
Yeah, how's that? You don't like that?
I feel like life is the black Shameless.
Oh my God. So we gotta tape that then. We're just gonna do a documentary called Life. Or we're gonna do something called The Podcast. Potting all the potting around. Yeah. I'm actually I'm trying to think of what black shows am I watching right now.
What black shows?
Yeah, black.
I just watched Jamie Foxx's Dad Stop Embarrassing Me.
Oh yeah, I saw an episode on that.
I think it's cute, and for what it is, I love that Jamie is making his way back to TV and bringing David Allen Greer.
David Allen Greer is great on that show.
Oh hell yeah!
David Allen Greer is
carrying that whole show. He's
great on that show. He's
phenomenal.
He's a phenomenal actor. I've been watching that. I've been watching black shows. I watched. I don't know. Y'all know I watched Uncorked. I watched that again.
What is Uncorked?
Uncorked. It's a story about a Southern family, a black dude from the South with his family. He's working in the family business, which is a barbecue business, but he wants to become a sommelier. So he wants to move to Africa and become a Somalian. No, but he wants to become a wine perfectionist.
A sommelier.
Yeah, it's a wine perfectionist for people who don't know what a sommelier is.
My bad.
Yeah, me. I'm just, I got friends from on all parts of the cupboard.
I do too. I just don't always think to.
No, we can't. I cater to top shelf and rack. You feel me? We got to cater to the top shelf and rack. What else black have I watched a lot of City on the Hill has been pretty black actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's Kevin Bacon is the lead. But Aldous Hodge is on it.
I like him.
He's a lead character. And one of my good friends from I came up with her in the NEC, and this is like her, I think this is like her now coming of age with her art. Pernell Walker. She plays the mother, like she plays like the hood mother of the area. So you know what I mean? It's really pretty. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What black stuff do I watch?
What black stuff you watching right now?
What black stuff I'm watching right now?
Yeah.
I feel like I have watched some black stuff. I just have to think about what I've been watching. I did watch some of Amend. I've been on some documentary browsing. Haven't really gotten all the way into it because I keep falling asleep. But Amend, which is about like the 14th Amendment, the thing that gave us our freedom. So that it's interesting to have different people talking about it. I keep falling asleep on it, so I should really be better about it. I'm watching the Upshaws. I just started getting into the Upshaws just because I want to see.
I want to see that. I saw an ad for that. I want to see that.
Yeah, and it's a really good mix of cast members. You got Kim Fields, right? Living Single. You got Mike Epps. You got Wanda Sykes. You got oh my gosh, I can't think of this dude's name, but he's so familiar. He's like on everything. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I gotta watch that. I gotta watch. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Diamond Leons, I think is his name. But he like when you see him, you'll understand who it is, who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's cute. I'm still in the beginning of it, but it's about this man, right? And hey, this is the first trope that I've seen about a man being involved as a father and being divorced, and balancing that baby mama, new wife.
Nah, you saw that. You ain't see that Daddy's Girls with Idris Elba?
Nah, not really though. Not really. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about on TV where it's more accessible. Nobody's going to see that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Idris Elba as a fucking daddy unless he's daddy of my kids. Okay, I'm not trying to blow my own fantasies.
Yeah, that's cold as ice, girl. That is cold as ice.
It's a cold world, bro.
You saw what Joe Biden said?
About what? Joe Biden's been saying a lot.
First of all, about the CDC joint. I know he said something about the CDC.
The people that are vaccinated don't have to wear masks anymore.
Yeah, I ain't even talking about that though. Yeah, I'm vaccinated if you ask me. But
see, and that's why I'm still staying with my mask, because also all the money we don't invested in these masks, right? This is now a lifestyle. There's no going back. It's a lifestyle now.
You gotta wear fly masks. I don't want to use the paper mask no more. I don't take new masks anymore. I've definitely decided that I don't know if things become waste when they are produced or when they're used, but they're definitely waste once they're used. So I don't want to use any more new masks. I'm going to just use old masks that I've had, you know what I mean? That I make out of cloth or something like that, double up. But I definitely like the idea of masks and the stylishness. Bringing it over here from Asia, that's a very Asian thing. I had to wear a mask when I was in Vietnam. A lot of times when you ride the motos, because of the pollution, so they used to have somebody called the lady. What we call the lady, because I don't know it, but she's basically the hood. She's like the hood vendor, the African dude who got the t-shirts. But she would have all the fly masks. You have little
right.
So I had brought back a couple of masks years ago, giving them out. People like, why you got these masks? Blah blah blah.
Oh wow,
and I don't know if anybody ever saved those masks, but they, you know what I mean. Those, it looked like it was. You feel me? It looked like I was ahead of the time, but also it looks like it's gonna just float into different communities. I guess Latin America is next. I don't know. They're gonna be wearing masks soon. Then we all can viva la revolution. Man. But anyway,
that's like losing the passkey to your Bitcoin.
Oh shit, damn. Well, anyway, Joe Biden said that you as an American are not allowed to turn down any job right now. You're not allowed to. If a job is offered to you, you must take it. And I feel that is one of the most problematic statements ever. One, because coming out of this pandemic, everyone wants to level up.
Yeah.
Everyone who is smart and ambitious and looking, they want to level up. So we don't want the same jobs at the same pay rate because life is
right.
And
even if we do want our same job, we definitely know now that we deserve more motherfucking money or resources or benefits. Like we know what we deserve for the work we were doing. And how many of those meetings could have been emails, Karen? Okay?
Karen, you could have sent me an email, Karen.
Could have been an email, Karen.
Come on.
No, and then what is pants? No one's ever wearing pants again, I believe. I fear for the summer. Like, you know.
I seen a couple of shorties out there just now, scantily clad, and I was just like, I ain't mad at you. You dressed for your Zoom meeting. I see you, baby. I see you dressed for your Zoom meeting. But I don't like, you know what I mean? I'm a glancer. I don't ogle anymore. When I was young, I used to ogle. I did a lot of hollering. Now you got to be real special for me to like go out of my mouth to holler. You got to be special. You got to look like what I imagine love looks like. You feel me? But yeah, Joe Biden said you got to take any job. So I'm like, how do I address Joe Biden and tell him that he's wrong?
Say, dear Mr. President.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Yeah. He should be advocating for people to. Yeah, I'm happy about the new stimulus checks. I heard there's a fourth stimulus check coming. There's another $1,400 coming. I'm happy about that. There should be free online governmental classes on finance. Those are both jobs that they can provide. Also, which
especially with all these people that are now like, you know, the arbiters of all this digital cryptocurrency. You know what I mean?
If cryptocurrency is going to be such an important and mainstay currency, you got to be informing people from young and old, older people who are smart. Like I'm older, but I can fucking get into cryptocurrency. But do I have the time? Do I have the money to pay for a cryptocurrency class right now? Do I have the wherewithal? You feel me? Is there multiple ones that I can choose from? So maybe if the teacher in one I don't jive with, I can choose another that maybe their voice I can listen to better. You know, those things are important. I don't know how important learning is to the masses, but when I think of learning, I think about the multi-tiered, multifaceted ways people learn, and it's important to have options. So I feel like Joe Biden, if you're listening to the podcast, because this is the most popular podcast in the greater New York
and Los Angeles area.
Are you burning something over there? It sounded like some grits was on fire.
No, I had to change the temperature for the cooking.
You keep on changing these temperatures out here, goddamn it.
That's because you can't cook everything at the same temperature. That's how you burn your fucking food, all right? That's how.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said only trust the girl with pooper.
You burn one meatloaf, and all of a sudden now everybody talking about you burning food over here. But yeah, all I'm saying is Joe Biden. We need not just jobs. We need good jobs. We need great jobs. We need more.
Training. We need free education. We need forgiveness of student loans. We need rent relief. We need, because like space, guaranteed transportation support. We need childcare. We need a sound
upward mobility. There's so many empty apartments, empty houses throughout America where offer it to people. I'm sure there's mad people who in New York will fucking leave New York and for a farm or a house somewhere else. I would like offer that to me. Offer me somewhere in Pennsylvania and I got horses, or offer me somewhere where all I do is get the house and now all I have to do is pay down on my maintenance fees or whatever like that. People are willing to migrate. People are willing to take their money and their thoughts and their dreams on the road. So offer that. There's post office jobs. There's government jobs that's missing out there. There's so many people who are working from home now. You can inform these people and have them as online moderators, live people, so that people who are not used to dealing with robots they're still that transitional generation.
The people, right? Yeah, I hate that. That is like the worst. the fucking
young kids could deal with that maybe because that'll be all they know. But in my transitional generation, you can teach so many people. Let's see here. If I don't think she's not. We can't get her on. We tried to have a surprise guest here for you. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it on, but we'll see. So yeah, I think Joe Biden is doing a decent enough job. He's not as funny as Trump, but definitely not as. I think I want to say I don't want to say toxic, but definitely not as misinformed about what the focus in on politics is. But I think Trump was what he was, and people voted for him, and now we're in this lull of a time, and I don't want to not challenge the authoritative system because we're scared of a disease, or we're like, oh, it's better, at least it's better than Trump. I feel that can be problematic because we still have so much more to go as a people in our unity and in our growth as humans, and in our I think have you ever seen the TV show Brain Games? No, Brain Games. Well, never mind. Brain Games. Brain Games was.
I know of them. I don't have them.
Okay, no. Brain Games basically was a show where they did a lot of. It's an interesting show, but one of the episodes, I don't know how to explain it. One of the episodes, they said society moves closer together when we trust each other more. So as we've been able, so we don't need violence as much as we needed before. So then we're able to trust each other more because we figured out legal ways, contracts, blah, 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 if you will. And that's if you call that trust, because it's sort of a Eurocentric way of thinking about things. But I'm just trying to use some kind of context to explain where we are in history. That's
what I keep saying, right? Because I'm like debating about this vaccine. And right now the schools are going to end up making it mandatory for your kids to get vaccinated, right? Wow. And it's like, I want to believe, somebody asked me, well, your kids already got vaccinated for other things. This is no different. And I'm like, but it is different, because this is not the after part where we all know, and there's sound science there that we can all understand that says this works against this. And it's also something that is still not available worldwide, like other vaccines, right? So I feel like I don't want to be an experiment. I don't want to be a part of an experiment. But then I worry about, like, if I don't choose to participate in this experiment, that's going to lock my life down so hard, because what if certain employers, they can't mandate you to be vaccinated to work in certain places, but a private company could say, well, you can't work here if you're not vaccinated. What do I do then? How do I take a job?
Weird world. I wonder if, like, is that going to be the same thing for, like, cancer though? Or, like, can you not work here if you have, like, oh, you're gonna you might be sick and you might die in a couple of years. We need somebody who can work for 4 years. You're gonna be, like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't do that though, would they?
Mm-mm.
So I don't get the I guess
also because cancer isn't as contagious.
Yeah, people. Well, how contagious is COVID is not to my understanding just yet.
That's a good point.
That has been the problem with all of this. It's like when we first started, I literally was wrapped up in.
I remember. Like, you would be like, all I saw was your eyes, and I was like, man, it's like 100 degrees outside.
Wrapped up. Did not want to be touched by. And then I heard something like, oh, you're supposed to get sunlight. Oh, you're supposed to breathe. Oh no, you're not supposed to breathe. No, 6 9. Like, literally, I wouldn't go. Me and my partner would jump in, really run and jump in the car, roll up the windows, take off the thing like we were in an AirPod. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know if you've ever seen Total Recall. Like, it's just that kind of, Then you spray yourself down with disinfectant and like, everything was so. And some people are still like that right now. Some people are so traumatized, they're still like that. And I was like, I was always sort of clean already, but I was never like, like it made everyone OCD almost.
See, it was also that part for me, right? Once they kept saying to wash your hands, I was like, nigga, I already washed my hands. Like, I don't know why
Make
you
sure
telling
you
me to
wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. It was like, all right.
I'm the type that washes my hands when I go to the bathroom in my own house.
Yeah. Well, you should, because somebody might come over.
That's true.
Yeah, touching.
I mean, you should always wash your hands, period. After using the bathroom, and that's the point.
Yes. Don King said something dope in a movie. He said, I wash my hands before I touch my dick. I was like, oh yeah, you're right, because you just put germs on your dick. We tomorrow, I don't know when in history you guys will be watching this, but on this day, tomorrow begins our foray into the summer block party.
Summer block parties.
Yes. So tomorrow we're cutting off North 6 between Bedford and Berry. Myself, Harlem River Yacht Club, and Unruly Collective are coming together to create a special Smokes and Jokes comedy block party series. 10 shows throughout the summer, as well as shows at Unruly. You can catch us on Eventbrite. Look up Smokes and Jokes on Eventbrite. I am an organizer. You can look me up on as an organizer on there as Harlem River Yacht Club. We throw a lot of shows. Myself and Joy are going to begin throwing a clapback. Yeah, clapback at the Clapback Police headquarters. We're going to do the podcast live together.
Y'all are gonna be privileged, right?
Yes.
You can come through afterwards. Yes. Late night comedy. It'll be cool. There'll be smokes. There'll be jokes. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time. Friday nights, all summer long, baby.
So all summer long, we're gonna release the dates soon. But then after tomorrow, after the block party, so from 12-ish to about 8. We're going to be rocking down at North 6, holding it down real tight, getting good. And then we're going to head up to the Bronx.
The Bronx!
Head up to the Bronx. My boy Deacon Reese. We're going to Deacon Reese's Playhouse. And we're going to do some comedy up there and then re-show They Over Police. Like, we're doing it in a big screen. Deacon Reese was like, come over, man. I got the big screen. We got the backyard. We got the drinks popping. I'm going to need y'all to come over. And I was like, all right, man, we're going to do it. So we got everything on Eventbrite. Let me see if I can find this Eventbrite link real quick before I go. Eventbrite. Let's see if I can find this Eventbrite link real quick before I go.
It's also in the link in our bios. If you follow us on Instagrams, Radical Black Joy, just go to the link tree in my bio. All the tickets are there for the dates that are already out. And you can also find a link to my website, www.thegodis.art, where soon there will be all the extended info on the podcast and clapback house situations. Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
And I cannot hide it. Yo, speaking of not being able to hide things, time for my black shout out. Y'all like my shirt, y'all?
Yo, shout out Blackness. Yo, what's that say? I work for freedom.
Not for free.
Okay.
I work for freedom, not for free. That's for my homie, Juju Angeles. She reps at Baby Mama Hood. And she's been doing a lot of work around, just mothers, especially single mothers of color, Black women. But then when she moved out west, she got into ancestral healing practices and midwifery. So now she's studying like
midwifery.
Yes, midwifery or midwifery, like the natural support system of pregnant women. Like, so instead of going to see an OBGYN, you will have a midwife, and a midwife, like your relationship with the midwife is way different than your relationship with the doctor's office, the doctors at your office. Cause like they're more supportive of the whole person, right? A lot of people, you get pregnant and it becomes all about the baby. And like, my experience with my first child and my second was completely different.
It was like that with my son, and I thought that was wrong. I was like, yo, you have to spend time with yourself, and I have to spend time with my, like, we both have to still maturate as people, so we can't make it all about our kid. Yes, it's like our energy shift, but if everything's about our child, then we lose our sense of self. What's the point of living? Just the kid? Like,
so
what happens? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So these shirts, she's doing her boards to get become a certified midwife. Okay. And I can't remember the entire story properly, and I don't want to like butcher it, but long story short, for some ridiculous reason, they won't allow, like, she's not allowed to claim funds for her education. So these shirts are part of supporting her work and being able to pay for her boards, learn midwifery, do her midwifery and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, midwifery on them quiffery.
Yeah, they're only like $20. They're like my favorite. This is one of my favorite shirts so far, because like it also just brings home like the community sentiment of like what we were talking about earlier. Yo, Mr. President, you want me to get a job? Great. Give me a good job that makes sense. Make it make sense so I can make dollars too.
Don't
I don't work for free. I work for freedom, dog. Like, stop acting like we don't have skills and we're not intelligent and we're not motivated. No, I'm not motivated to do some shit that don't pay me enough to keep a roof over my head or makes me have to decide between paying rent and buying groceries. What is that?
I hopped the train because, you know what I mean?
And then I'm supposed to go to work. How do I pay a babysitter, Joe? How, Joe? How?
Yes, how, Joe? Anyway, this right here is the Eventbrite link for the Bronx show right there. I know that's so weird.
Can you throw at Baby Mama Hood in up there so the people that might like this shirt can cop one? I just think it's a dope reason, a dope cause.
How you spell mama? M-O-M-M-A?
Mama. Baby Mama Hood. No, M-A-M-A.
Huh?
Mama.
M-A-M-A?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked you, because Baby Mama could also be spelled M-O-M-M-A.
True. You right. Baby
Mama Hood, Black business. All right, so I guess I'm gonna wind down real quick with this Jay and
real quick. I was hoping that one of the other special guests who's trying to get in here could come up today, but I guess he got a little wrapped up. Because what just happened is kind of fucked up. Getting left out, like New York City. So we just had a mayoral debate. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And Andrew Yang won. And it's ironic, right? Because there's like 13 candidates, but only about 7 of them got to debate due to some arbitrary rule that you had to raise $2 million in order to be in the debate for mayor of New York City, right? However, back when Andrew Yang was running for president, he was calling out the other people, talking about, well, it's not fair to like not let all the candidates debate for president just because of the money. And here we are a year later, and homie, you're like doing the same exact thing to the people that are running for us.
One, that's federal. That's federal versus local, and two, of course, when it benefits him, he's not going to say anything. He's a politician.
So it's kind of fucked up, but hopefully we'll make some good decisions.
Yeah. Basically, she said.
Are you gonna vote for mayor? Are you gonna vote for the local elections in June?
Basically, you know what I found out, and this is also a fucked up loophole. I am an independent voter. I vote independent.
Okay.
It literally tells you that your vote does not count if you're not either Democratic or Republican Party.
Really?
Look it up. It will tell you that your vote will not be counted if you're in, and which I don't understand.
I don't understand that either.
It tells you
that's not very democratic, guys. I think it's time to stop paying our taxes, because taxation without representation is
I get a form every time, and I'm just like, I don't get, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, do I have to claim Republican or Democratic? And I'm like, I guess I could, but that's the bipartisan system. That's the thing of, are you going to play the game? Are you trying to destroy the whole system that's here, which is not impossible, but it's gonna take some work if you were, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna come from not paying your taxes, but or are you gonna play the game at its best that you can? So I look forward. Basically, she's talking about Paperboy the Prince, y'all. He's a very busy dude, and I look forward to the time he can get on the podcast. Because there is a there's a silence by the mainstream media, if you will. He doesn't promote the same. He doesn't have the same interests of the capitalist party that's in control.
Right.
He's at least in talk. He's about defunding the police and things like that. And people who are in control are the police. They are like so.
Right.
That concept of what he's talking about, the love concept.
But I mean, it's not even like he's the only person that was left out of the race.
Yeah,
I
get it. But no, there was something that I found that was interesting. One of the people that the media does endorse, it was like she even took a pie in the face, but they didn't say she took a pie in the face from another mayoral candidate. And you know what I mean? So we have footage of Paperboy giving pie in the face, but we don't on the news when they reported on it was NBC. All you see is a real quick after her with the pie in the face. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
shoot.
Yeah. So trusting mainstream media lets me know that I can't go there for the real. So this is why I do the podcast. This is why I'm a part of other things outside of mainstream media. Yeah, there's some things that I do that are in mainstream media, and in those things, I'm a tool to represent the building structure of what people need. So that's why I've also been changing. I'm like, if I'm gonna be a tool, I want to be one of the biggest tools. I'm not gonna be just your side. I'm not gonna be like this little screwdriver somewhere. I want to be the chainsaw. I want to be that big ass sander.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be the fucking wrecking ball, bro.
Yeah. So you gotta chill out with casting me as the. I'm like, I told my agent, like, don't even send me if it don't make sense. If the character doesn't actually, if the movie could happen without the character,
I don't want it.
Don't send it to me.
Right.
There's no point in me doing it at this point in my life.
Do you think that that's a decision that you'll come to regret in the future, or like?
No.
Are you good with it?
No. Every decision I've made, I felt like, oh man, what would have happened if I made that decision? But also, I'm like, that is the decision I made did lead down a fucking cool road, So will I regret that? Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like at this point, I wasn't getting where I wanted to get anyway.
Right.
So, I think Jim Carrey was talking about, you could fail at something you don't want to do. So, you know what I mean? You might as well do what you want to do. So, yeah, at this point, I'm like, I might as well just go for the.
Right. I might as well fail at the thing I love than continue to fail at the shit I hate.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Something I can get after a while.
Yeah. So I'm like, if I'm so-called good at this thing, I got to practice being good at the parts I want to be good at and be more invested in it. So, I do have an audition that I have to get to. So if I do come over and eat some chicken, it will be quick. But I did, before the podcast started, I put some catfish on thaw. So hopefully that catfish is...
Cook it tomorrow. Come get some fucking chicken. Just cook it tomorrow. If you put it on to thaw, it'll be fine tomorrow to cook. It'll be perfect tomorrow to cook.
Yeah, I'll put it in the refrigerator then. All right.
I'll see you soon.
Yo, be safe.
This has been another podcast.
Episode 32, I believe.
32. See you next week for 33.
Yeah.